All right, so Steph, I mean, why not Walmart? Why TJX so passionately and not as passionate as Jim is about a name like Walmart for such a tried and true value investor? And he says this thing is way too cheap.
I don't actually think 25 times forward earnings is cheap, number one. Number two, you have to learn about the personalities of stocks, right? Walmart.
I'm sorry, but
Walmart
why don't we just go Burlington? Have you been to a Burlington? I mean, have you honestly been there? I mean, it's a frightening place. I like the size up there. It's 37 multiple. But stuff. I mean, like Burlington. I went to the one near Coney Island. I mean, it's like my wife says, "What are you doing here?" I mean, it's like a hand-me-down. It's like Goodwill. I like Goodwill.
So back to Walmart for a second.
Sorry for interrupting.
Walmart
I just had Jim's face was like, oh, he was like, oh.
Well, no. Well, Jim, we agree on so many other things. So we can disagree or, be constructive on Walmart if you want to be. But this is what I'm telling you. It's 25 times is not cheap, number one. Number two, it's a consumer staple stock. It's actually considered a staple. And I think it's getting caught up in that, to be honest with you. Staples haven't done anything in a very long time.
I disagree.
So
remember, it's the largest grocer, and Kroger is a grocer. Look at those two. It's being kept up. The grocery business is on fire, Steph.
Well, the grocery business is on fire, but Jim, Walmart is actually they are such a behemoth in so many other different things.
I can't con anyone in this Walmart.
I just don't think it's a value. If it were to pull back and I could get comfortable with earnings and it gets down to 18 times, why I like TJ is it has totally disappointed in the last year. So nothing. It's flat year to date. And that is because even though sales have been better than expected, margins have been under enormous pressure because of COVID, right? So now, if you think that, and if Dr. Gottlieb thinks that Delta is peaking this weekend, well, guess what? This is a reopened name. People want the treasure hunt in the Marmaxes. Home Goods, oh my goodness. I mean, the numbers were, right. I mean, the open store only in Home Goods up 36% comp.
Right, and they use the word phenomenal.
So I think that there's, So my point is, I say this a lot, operating leverage, right? I mean, when you have top line doing well and you have margins actually starting to improve and can recover, that to me is an inflection point. And that's what's happening with TJ. And oh, by the way, I don't think it's just TJ. I do think it's Ross and in Burlington as well. I think that off-price retailers are taking massive amounts of share. This company, it opened down today, which was silly.
Yes.
So I think you want to be buying TJ all day long because I think the earnings are at a trough. And so it looks expensive, but as margins improve, earnings go higher, and then it's not nearly as expensive, especially for, again, a reopened name.
Carrie, you have something on Walmart, I'm told?
Yeah, I think, as Jim knows, everyone at Fidelity is a fundamental analyst, but a technician wannabe. And if you look at that Walmart chart going back to last December, it really looks like a U shape that can break out. I mean, it has a very, very good looking chart, and they can both go up. We don't own Walmart, but you look at TJX, it looks good, and Walmart.